Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Lilith, and today I'm going to react to the Gothic 1 remake trailer. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm an old school RPG and CRPG fan. I've been a gaming fan since the 1990s, and Gothic is one of my favorite series of all time. I did look into the playable teaser. I believe it was in 2021 that was released by THQ Nordic Barcelona, and I really, really hated it. It has so many cutscenes. The atmosphere was changed from gritty to very bright, and it has a weird yellow tint for some reason. The hero was extremely talkative. He would constantly blah 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 over everything. And the thing that annoyed me the most was the UI. So the original had a very bare bones, barely existent UI, basically non-existent, right? And this one basically looked like Skyrim. So I want to see if they are going to show us how the game actually looks in this trailer or just some flashy cinematics, right? Because a lot of games nowadays, they look very, very cool. They have cool graphics, cool music, but the gameplay sucks. And that's what I want to look into. I want to see if I like it. On that note, a couple days ago, I saw a post that Piranha Bytes unfortunately closed their studios, and that made me very, very sad. I Yeah, it hurt me to read that. But let's look into the trailer together. Let's go.
Enough! Send him in!
Okay. It looks very flashy for
Welcome
now.
to the Valley of Mines, an immense penal colony. For the war against the Orcs, the only undefeated enemies of the Kingdom of Murtana, the king needed ore to supply his armies. So every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out his best magicians to create a magical barrier around the entire valley.
It definitely
But
looks great.
something disturbed the creation of the barrier, trapping everyone inside. The convicts revolted and took control of the colony. They divided into 3 camps. The old camp is satisfied with the current situation. As long as they deliver the ore, the king supplies them with everything they need. The new camp, however, thinks they can use the ore to blow up the barrier. And then there is the sect from the swamp. They believe that a mysterious new deity will free them from their prison.
Ooh, I
Thus
like that
begins
one.
your journey in the open world of the Valley of Mines. Creating Gothic Remake, we focus on the 4 pillars that we consider the core of the series.
Before he continues there, I want to add my 2 cents. So what you saw until then was an exact replica of the original starting cutscene. It's exactly that, but with better graphics. The lines are identical, and the shots are also identical, which is cool. I like that very much.
Simulation of a living world, exploration, story, and combat.
And Diego look very cool.
Like the original 2001 title, Gothic Remake is set on creating an immersive and realistic world. Enjoy a complex life simulation on a scale hardly ever seen before in a video game. During the day,
That is absolutely true. Gothic is one of those games where NPCs had a believable cycle, and I know that sounds so crazy, but like if you look at modern RPGs, NPCs literally just stand there. Like they literally just exist for you to talk to them, for you to interact with them. Otherwise, they do nothing at all. They literally just stand there. In Gothic, they have their own cycle. They go to bed, they wake up, they go eat, they go do their work, they come back to the colony, they come back to their camp. When you do something that would aggravate them, like enter a house, for example, they will warn you, and then they draw their weapons, and the colony, their I'm sorry, I keep saying the colony, the camp reacts to that. I really like it. It's it was very, very believable. It's definitely one of the big strengths of the game, the first one.
The inhabitants of the colony carry out a variety of activities, while nature, rich in all its diversity, lives out its own rhythm.
That's what I was
All
talking
this
about.
gives the impression that this world can exist without the player. Explore the colony on your own and enjoy the unprecedented freedom this open world offers. In true RPG fashion, you decide when and where you go next. Meet numerous interesting characters, understand their inner motivations, and earn their respect by completing a series of elaborate quests. How you solve or handle their problems depends entirely on your choices. No matter when, in what order, or if you do anything at all, the game will always respond appropriately to your decisions. Experience a complex and demanding combat system with satisfying character progression.
And jank.
Overcome your opponents using a variety of melee weapons, eliminate them from a distance, or learn the arcana of magic. Remember that each type of weapon behaves differently, and its effectiveness depends on training. We're aware.
Wait, is that supposed to be a mine crawler? Why is it so tiny?
Remember that each type of weapon behaves differently, and its effectiveness
Those are mine crawlers. They were huge in the original. Why are they like slightly larger spiders here?
depends on training. We're aware that when creating a remake of a beloved title, it is hard to live up to the expectations of its long-term fans. However, we feel there is room to develop the experience further,
I don't agree.
telling new stories from the colony and expanding on those that die-hard fans have known for more than 2 decades.
I don't agree. Please don't ruin the series.
We are also focusing our attention on enhancing many aspects of gameplay,
Oh god.
such as diverse NPC routines and reactions, more complex crafting, and more rewarding character progression.
Okay.
Despite the passage of time, Gothic remains in the hearts and minds of many players.
Yes, it
With the possibilities of Unreal Engine 5 and a variety of modern features, Gothic Remake will soon rekindle that love. Whether you've been a loyal fan for years or are just looking for a true RPG experience, welcome back to the colony.
We did not see any gameplay. We only see scripted cutscenes, scripted animations. Therefore, I do not have high hopes, but we will see what happens, I guess. See you next time.